the one thing that we were warned over and over and over again was do not ever lie about your accounting and do not ever lie about your time and attendance. Those are the two things they were like, those are the only fireable offenses. If you do either of those things, like zero tolerance, zero questions asked, you're fucking gone. And, but there were so many times where like, you go up to somebody, like we had a instant messaging system inside. So you would like send an instant message to the budget and finance person who might be sitting in a completely different building for the day. And you're like, hey, I need 10 grand to go do this thing. And they would write back and be like, sure, just take it from my drawer and leave a receipt.
Yeah.
And a receipt for us is no kidding. It's like a 3x5 card where you say $10,000, right? And you sign it with like an X.
It's laughable. Yeah. The
Right?
CIA of all things.
And then the budget and finance person comes back and opens their drawer and there's like 5 3x5 cards with like different receipts and they have to do the accounting.
So, I mean, how much money would be in their drawer?
Millions. They could have millions in their drawer.
So, I mean, ostensibly that would be the place to take an extra 10 and just don't put a receipt and maybe, I mean.
And how are they going to track it down, right?
How are they going to know it's you if there's 30 3x5 cards in there?
Exactly. That's the real question. And if other people were skimming, then they had bigger brass balls than I did. Yeah. But for me, every time I opened that drawer, I was like, holy shit, like this is fireable offense.
Yeah. Brad, why are you driving a fucking Lamborghini on your salary, motherfucker? Yeah. Petty cash. Yeah. That's wild. Being in a relationship, you know, with a fellow CIA officer, were you both considered operatives or just you?
It's a great question. So the term operative is a commercial term. Okay. That's not what we call ourselves on the inside. Yeah. Inside, we call ourselves officers. So everybody's an officer. That's a sworn, we call ourselves blue badge. Yeah. That means that we're given a government badge to get into the building versus a commercial badge, which is a green badge. So we are all officers, intelligence officers. But then if you have an active operational role in the field, so some tech ops people do that, some analysts do that, some language officers do that, paramilitary officers do that, and of course core collectors all do that, then you are what's known as an operator, an intelligence operator. Okay. So you can be an intelligence officer and an intelligence operator. You can't be an intelligence operator without being an intelligence officer.
Okay. Were you guys both operators?
We were both operators because of our once we became a tandem couple.
Okay.
That was when we both started operating in the field.
Okay. So, I mean, being in a relationship with somebody who also has that level of training, is there ever like a weird trust dynamic or, you know, I mean, to me, in trying to put myself in your shoes, I can see where that may be a little weird sometimes.
I was afraid that it was going to be weird at first. But what I found was it was a huge weight off my back. Remember when I told you that at 12 years old, I learned to not trust fucking anybody? Yeah. Well, here I am marrying my wife at 30, asking her to marry me at age 29. And I'm realizing at that moment, like, here's somebody that I can trust. Even if I tried to lie to this lady.
She'd know. Yeah. I mean, you're not pulling shit over her.
Exactly, right? So it's like, so what I mean, this is like liberating.
Yeah.
Like, I'm mandated to trust her. I'm committed by like emotionally to trust her. And I actually get to trust somebody. And it's been life-changing for me because I don't have to worry about lying to her. I don't have to worry about her lying to me because I can see through her just as well as she can see through me.
Yeah.
Right. The thing that sucks though, is that neither of us were prepared for kids.
Yeah.
And our kids have grown up in a household with both of us. So our son is like rice paper. You can see through him pretty easily, but our fucking daughter, man, she's 7 years old and she's
testing both.
Holy smokes, dude. Yeah. She is a black box of secrets and we cannot crack her.
I mean, that's impressive.
Super
like
impressive.
Both your parents are CIA.
It's super impressive. It's super scary. And the thing is like, I think part of it is just because she's got the cojones to lie right to our face and stare us down.
Yeah.
So we're like it makes you, she can gaslight both of us. We're like, there's no way that's true, right? Yeah. But she's staring at us like that's true.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Freedom! So fresh on me. Freedom!